Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 8th episode of the Dance Drive.
Yeah.
So excited to be here. It's been a minute, but I hope everyone is doing well.
Missed us.
Yeah, straight up. David, how's your week?
My week was very confabulative, maledictive like this. Beautiful week.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of conciseness in the processes of whatever we're doing, a lot of video shoots, blessings, disrupting TV for a while, some Twitter, Instagram a little bit, Facebook fans we are getting there. Yeah, that is it.
Dennis?
My week was amazing actually. I had to celebrate my birthday. Did a little bit of that this quarantine period. Research as always, staying ahead of the game. And, just prayer, thankful for life. And ready to go out and create more history.
So you're praying to God.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So let's dive right into it. The topic of the 8th episode: how have you positively influenced the entertainment industry without it negatively influencing you? How have you, as a dancer, positively influenced the entertainment industry without it negatively influencing you? Yeah, I think you should note that down because it's quite a deep question, and it's balanced with two things involved: your impact on the entertainment or your impact on the society, and how the entertainment has influenced you. That also cuts across negatively and positively. Yeah, but if I'm to give you a quick introduction about it, entertainment here grants people employment opportunities across different fields. There are people who kind of pay tax through entertainment, not widely or generally, but they really do. Then that's positively. I won't go into all the points. Then negatively, we know that entertainment has challenges of maybe depression, cheap popularity. People get addicted to so many substances.
Some people might not understand cheap popularity.
Cheap popularity is, when I wouldn't give an example of a name, but these people who, let me give an example of people who attract attention on social media in order to be famous, as they would call it, or popular for a certain period of time. But how do they gain this popularity? Imagine getting popularity for abusing someone else.
Yeah.
I feel like that's cheap popularity. And for those that did history, we know that in Napoleon's empire, we had people who were trying to attract this cheap popularity. So cheap popularity is basically doing something that's irrelevant in order to seek people's attention, because you feel like, you get attention and you get known for it. I think it's not right. And it's also something that people in the entertainment have, quite had a challenge with. In entertainment, we've seen the past having things like murder, insensitized sex, people getting harassed, basically embellishing life. But this question of how have you positively influenced the entertainment industry is a balance between the two. How have you influenced it without it influencing you negatively? You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying how have you influenced the entertainment. negatively. No. How have you brought empowerment and betterment of the entertainment without it necessarily affecting you with its faults? Yeah. So, David, you want to start?
Was that an introduction, sir?
It was an introduction. I hope people have gotten a clearer background
School
of
fees
what.
didn't go like
Yeah.
So I hope you people see that people are learned here.
It's-
They're not guessing. School fees was invested and went in the right places. So
Anyway,
Yeah.
basically, Cedric Chabadde agamba kiki emukoledde industry eno mu bibi byonna ebirimu ebisobola obbasuula. But anyway, yeah, like what have you done for the industry as you as a dancer with all its storms, winds, hurricanes, tsunamis, everything that's there. So for me, socially, I think dance is if I see through my points here, it's inspiring through messages that it conveys. For example, dancers have been called out on things like if they're activating against AIDS, people come up with dance pieces that encourage people not to lose hope. If you're living, they show you that living with the virus is okay. You can take your pills, take your, STDs. If we were to do like a piece about COVID-19, would show you how to wash your hands, sensitize, conveying a message. Exactly.
Yeah.
So dance can do that positively and, giving back positively to the people. Yeah. Then another thing, I feel like dance is a safe place where people get to forget their day-to-day problems. People go through so much. People are going, like in this time, people are going through hunger. People are going through stress.
Fatigue.
Husbands are beating women.
Domestic violence.
Kids are being beaten.
Side chicks are stuck with both husbands.
Exactly.
Man.
People are pregnant.
Bro.
Yeah. So if you're a child out there and your parents have made you a punching bag, usually people resort to like dance. There are people who resort to singing, but in my constituency of dance, people fall in and people dance to take away their problems. You see someone so focused dancing in, day out, but you don't know what they're fighting. They're fighting battles they're going through every day. So dance is a safe place for so many people. Then even in day-to-day life, you see people, some of them want to be home. They're always in the studio. You don't know what they're running from. People are being harassed at home. So dance
People are dying.
People are dying.
People are dying for real.
people
are losing their lives.
Exactly. So dance can be a safe place.
They might
for so
remove
many.
lockdown when someone can't move.
Then another point is dance unites people that wouldn't connect verbally. For example, Cedric might be a dancer from uptown. He's educated. There's no way he might meet a dancer who is from like downtown.
Guys, don't forget these are examples.
Yeah, these are examples. if he might not, normally in life, he might not be able to meet like a dancer from downtown, like let's say Salama, like deep, you get. So with dance, they might be doing a show together, rehearse together, and that connection through dance might make them friends. They might have not gotten a chance to meet on grounds of like education, for example, big events, because they, of course, attend different social events.
Yeah.
But through dance, they're able to connect, meet up, and as I've said, it might be the only way they can connect without verbally connecting. Yeah, so then the other one for me would be dance provides entertainment. Just like movies. People might, instead of resorting to like porn,
you can just go to
the YouTube channel, watch positive things.
Yes.
Yeah, things that will help your soul, improve your mindset, keep you in the straight line. Tutorials, how to do this. You watch Let Loose dance class, things that feed you positively. You understand? So dance provides entertainment. Then health-wise, I feel like dance improves memory. People don't know how many steps are in, for example,
Just one routine.
just one routine.
30 seconds.
By the time your brain is able to get all those steps, trust me, the way you are coping with other normal things is not the same. If I get all the routines that we have done in a concert, and you tell a person who has poor memory to get them, trust me, you cannot. So I feel like dance improves so much memory, according health-wise. Then physically, keeping fit, guys. We don't need to do gym. As long as me, I wake up, go dance daily, I'm going to stay fit. I'm not going to grow fat. I eat a lot, but I won't grow fat. I'll keep fit. Dance does so many things for us. Yeah, then what else? I think that's it for me. Yeah, I'll let Dennis or Cedric continue.
Well, thank you for your submission, David.
Yeah.
Gentlemen and ladies, David has told us his credits about dance and how it can positively impact the entertainment industry. However, through your feedback, I'll pose it to you. Did he tell you how it can negatively affect him and how he can balance? I'll leave that to you. See if you understood the question. 14, Dietrich Parker.
Tell us.
Take us to a journey. Take us.
So I'm going to first go back a little bit on the question. The question is, how have you positively influenced the entertainment industry as a dancer without it negatively influencing you? So my first point is, as a dancer, we've been able to exchange ideas with so many people across the world, and this is a very positive influence in that I am in Uganda, but I can learn ideas on how to execute things. Let's say I can learn how to choreograph for a concert because I'm getting ideas from, let's say, David, who is in Germany. Now this is a positive influence. Has a positive influence and a negative influence. Positive could be I'm giving you new ways to attack your goal. Let's say you would know how to run through, how to choreograph for certain people, how to execute different jobs properly. Negatively, this is where it is a very small negative thing that affects so many people here in Uganda. There is first of all, there's misconception on things. There is also pride. Some people think because let's say they're getting ideas from let's say Cedric, because Cedric is an award-winning dancer, his ideas can never be questioned. So they believe everything you do is right.
Yet people keep learning.
Yet people keep learning. There are new things that happen and innovations. So that is one of them. When you exchange, dance has positively influenced the entertainment industry with new ways and ideas to execute things. Like, you see, people don't need. If you look at the best example is like visualizers that people do these days for music videos. Before it was get a camera, get a location, shoot, edit, put it out. Now people just go, sing, and they just animate something dancing, and it's out. And you know, it could even, it's more, since it's new, it's more appealing to the public.
Yeah.
Then my second point on it is dancers created a new way of communication. David touched on this earlier. A new way of communication of messages in the community. Now this I'm looking at through different, for example, events, brands, Like, how do they use dance to communicate through entertainment? For example, could be, as I said, if we're doing a piece on a certain purpose. For example, if you give an example of COVID, it could be a launch of a product. These are things that abroad brands are using to better themselves. You look at Apple, how they introduced how they marketed the AirPods. There's an ad of a dancer walking through the town, and he's just listening to music throughout. He blocks out the whole world and he's just dancing himself. Those are the creative communication processes dance brings about, that has positively brought in the community. Those are new ways. Now, that new way of communicating also has its negative impact. And most people, one of the biggest negative impacts for the new ways of communication is, one, illiteracy. Okay, some people don't understand what people are passing across, and people get bored along the way. Once you don't get it, you really go off, and you get left behind. So that is one of the that's one of the what?
Guys, you can Google illiteracy just in case you need more clarity on it.
Maybe I'm using very strong English, but you can Google it. It's not very simple word. illiteracy. Then my last point is on entertainment. Dance has brought more life to entertainment.
Yeah.
In that, you look at entertainment as a whole. Let's look at music. Let's look at whatever form, art. When you look at dance, it's a very different art form from all those. Dance is more of motion. These are things you would look at. For example, different societies that have been. There is a foundation in Uganda, for example, called Breakdance Project Uganda. It's, let's say, home of they get orphans and teach them how to dance to support themselves, let's say, to create a living. And this is the life and meaning. People come from different backgrounds, as David had touched on, with either nothing or little, and they give you this platform called dance in the entertainment industry, and you use it to get to those greater heights. Because through dance, one day I might, for example, be battling David in a competition, but then even if David wins, we could become friends, and from that, a lot can come from that. That's the life and meaning. You get to meet so many people, network, connect, learn from each other, inspire, and that's the life. The events, people start to see your value, just all because of one small thing, dance. So that's how I believe dance has positively influenced the community without negatively influencing its personalities.
Thank you very much, Dennis, for such an in-depth presentation. And I'll take it from there. I hope people are taking notes and
watching a few ads.
If you're bored, endeavor to watch the ads on these videos.
Click them.
Yeah, they might help you.
Just click and go back.
Just click.
They will actually help you. All right, falling into my submission, my very first point would be practicing or teaching sound principles. By this I mean moral values. By sound principles, I mean each person has keys or guidelines they go by in their life. But some people's guidelines or principles might not be strong enough, I would say, or maybe they might not be positive. So for practice, I would advise that you be positive spiritually, spiritually, and by spiritual, you know what I mean. Endeavor to be close to the person that you worship, and not person, but anything that you worship. Be faithful, be positive, and believe that eventually you'll come out successful. So that would be my very first. And another example that would fall in this would be for someone who doesn't do something, or say vice. Maybe I don't drink alcohol, or I don't, take anything that's unhealthy for my body. Then when I got into an environment where all this is being given out, and somehow people are making it mandatory that you have to test this, try this. Have you ever tried it?
Before you go on stage, just test one thing.
Guys, endeavor to stick to your principles and be strong and believe that, man, for me, I have my path, and that's the path I follow. So the very second would be choosing good role models. We believe that each person in life, for a successful or prosperous life, would have a role model. Someone else would rather call it a mentor. Someone who guides you, gives you feedback on how you're doing, someone that you consult, someone who teach you a few things here and there, or maybe correct you when you go wrong. And these are things that can help you in balancing the two things in as you positively influence and without getting negatively affected. Then we have building purposeful programs. Purposeful programs, I intend to it's more like empowerment programs, putting in place empowerment programs, or teaching people out there anything that perhaps they wouldn't know, or maybe might not be sure about. So save a life, put a smile on someone's face. All the things that we told you about domestic violence, the challenges in the home, the different challenges across the world, endeavor to practice or execute programs that are going to overcome these challenges, or help and educate people to find better ways of coming around them. Then my very last is choreographing purposeful pieces, like David said. For example, a piece to do with COVID, that would be a purposeful piece, because of course with this you would have to show the process of how someone comes about this virus, how it challenges people, and an overall solution for it, washing hands, keeping a distance, and all that. So the question here was, how have you positively influenced the industry or the society without it negatively affecting you? So you do the good things and make sure that the bad things do not catch up with you in the process. That's the whole essence. Otherwise, that's more like it from me. Those were my points. And we just want to say that endeavor to empower, do your best to teach. Don't do pieces, or don't dance for your own sake. I mean, the time comes and you really need to put out a change out there, and people need to get inspired and motivated, from what you're doing, and learning, because what we do, dance is actually a form of communication. It's a channel of communication. People watch it as entertainment, but from this entertainment they always learn different things from it. So endeavor to put, what should I call it, endeavor to put something that's of solid value in whatever you present to your people, and maintain your principles, maintain your ground, and try and live a righteous life.
And also, according to the topic, for those who might have not understood some things, hit us in the comment section. You can tell us what you have already done as a dancer, as Dennis and I have said, and you can also tell us what you're going to do as a dancer, as Cedric has answered. So you can give us all those forms of feedback, and we get
Question how you've interpreted it.
We could collaborate, As David said, you might have a very strong idea, and we execute together.
Right, true.
So do more research on it, and don't stop on researching. Endeavor that you execute. Endeavor to make sure that you execute all this information that you're learning, and get back to us about whatever you think about this topic. And if you have another topic in mind, be sure to communicate to us.
Don't just leave it here.
Don't
forget to click the ads
and subscribe.
Very important information.
The ads, subscribe, comment, share for someone out there who might not know about this or the information that it could help, and be positive. Let's just hope that we get out of this situation, and we get out there and start to execute each and everything that we're learning, from different platforms, social media, Dance Drive, and endeavor to practice. You're at your place, you're on your own. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So it's been amazing, guys. It's been amazing to to be here with you guys again, once again, episode 8. It's been amazing, and from us to you, it's been the Dance Drive. Adios.